Just finished washing the drills up. Use that 2-inch pump. Drop the fertilizer bottoms out of them. Wash out the boxes. Wash off these. Good. I think they're good enough. We'll throw some diesel fuel through them. Call it good. Bob and I's headed down to put some fertilizer on some corn ground for next spring. Sun's coming up. We mounted the auger on the tandem last night. We don't use our drill fill auger. We've got an auger we made for the back of the tandem. I'll show you that in a little bit. I think you've seen it in other videos probably, but anyway, in order to get the break on fertilizer, you know, you had to buy by the semi load. Well, on the last semi, we were about 8 or 9 ton long that we didn't need for wheat. So anyway, we're gonna get it rained tomorrow. My phone shows 95% chance tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be Saturday. What is it, November 2nd tomorrow? Something like that. So anyway, we're gonna go down and blow. I think, like I said, I think we've got about, we might have about 9 ton, about 18,000 pounds roughly. So anyway, we're gonna blow it on a couple. Got one that's 86 acres, one that's 80. Blow 100 pounds on it. See what we got. If we got any left, we'll find a wheat field and blow it on it. Well, I didn't video any loading it. Maybe on the next one. We're gonna blow on, I guess I probably told you, 100 pounds. Bob's gonna pelt me here. He's gonna make a pass so that I can get the truck out of the road between me and the road here. Alrighty. 80, I don't know, we argue, 83, 85 acres here, something like that. I'm just gonna raise the truck up, slide the fertilizer, and I'm gonna have both hands for this. I need to go a little more. Neighbor's dog comes over here and craps. For some reason he crapped right where he was working. I think I got it in my truck. Bob had it on the spreader and on his shoe, I think. Huh. Well, I guess that's good enough. Don't take long to get across the farm. So he's running at least 10, but I don't know. 60-foot width. Been here about 15 minutes. So another 20 or 30 minutes, I think we'll be about done with this one. Well, what was supposed to be an easy day turned into a cluster again. Bob's taking the spreader home. We're still in that first place. And we lost the drive shaft. The one that runs, it's got a drive shaft that runs the chain. Not a PTO, but a drive shaft at the rear of the spreader. Anyway, he caught it, looks like within a pass or two. We've driven that pass twice with the truck, from there to where he can quit spread He run his GPS lines back with a tractor. We cannot find that shaft, period. And this is bean stubble. Excuse me, bean stubble. Shouldn't be that hard to see that shaft. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm really confused. Bob's just about as confused. So, I guess we're taking the darn thing back to the house. I have to build a new shaft. Like I said, talking 3 to 4 inches of rain here in the next 4 days. We were trying to get this stuff off so we didn't have it truck and a spreader. He's got about 600, 700 pounds, I don't know, 1,000 pounds left on the spreader. Like 10 acres or so. Yeah, I don't know exactly what to think. I probably said that 15 times now. Pretty sure we're not getting our spreading done today. Thought we were taking it to the field, or to the house, but it's like he maybe changed his mind again. Napa's only a couple miles, but I just don't think they'd have enough stuff to make one. It takes an inch square on both ends. I don't know. I may run to Napa. It's later in the day, fellas, and we've walked and drove this. We just come back with a pickup after they're telling us that the yoke that we need is pretty much unavailable. We've narrowed it down to there's fertilizer on that pass Bob's on, and there's no fertilizer on this pass Cody's on. It's got to be from here to the road. It could have hung on a little while and fell off later, not necessarily where we lost fertilizer, but we only made one pass after this one, and we've checked it good. I don't know. We're fixing to have to rig something together. Alright, later guys. Morning guys, it's Saturday morning, October 2nd. It's about 7:15. I text Bob about 6 o'clock, so hey, let's go get that cover crop in. The rain right now, as a whole, is staying west of us. So, I guess we'll go try. My son-in-law's out there burning some boxes this morning already. You know, we got these Amazon deliveries twice a day. It's good for the environment. Anyway, I told him it's only going to take us a couple hours, 2.5 hours to plant that cover crop, just get it out of the drill. There was 2 major loose ends we had. That was the fertilizer, excuse me guys, my allergies, fertilizer and the cover crop. He's got a football game here in a little bit for Cody, so I pulled the drill out, had to move 2 tractors, a spreader, a few things to get the drill out. Got it out, aired up some tires, got the tractor warmed up, ready to go. Bob come over and helped me air up tires. He's already gone to the field. I had to put the spreader and my big tractor back in the shed because it is just starting to sprinkle. Like I said, radar still shows everything west of us. So anyway, a couple hours if we could knock this out before he went to the ball game, and then that'd just be one loose end off the list. So he's just a couple miles over here, and I'm gonna slip over and watch him. Hopefully we can get it down to cleaning the drill out in the field, and yeah, that's the plan. Back to fertilizer spreader. We could not find the pieces that we needed. That square yoke that we need is a 15/16, and everybody we called and talked to, we couldn't get it. So we got 7/8, which is 875 thousandths. 15/16 is what, 915, 920, somewhere in there. So I think we're just going to sand them. The one's worn pretty bad. I think 875 will be real close to fitting on it, and the other one we may have to sand a little, but we got a drive shaft. and got it tore apart. So now we just have to change the yokes out on both ends of the drive shaft, shorten the drive shaft, and then get it put together. But that's not going to be a today deal. It may be a today deal, but it's not going to be this morning. Dang. All right, fellas, I guess Saturday morning, November 2nd. Try to get this knocked out. I don't know. Hopefully we don't get the fertilizer set up in the spreader. It is in the shed, but you guys know that fertilizer definitely draws moisture. So I'll holler at you after a bit. So now I'm just sitting here waiting for the sun to come up. Bob's making the first round. Let's see if I can. Yeah, that didn't work. Hang on just a minute. Huh. Don't know how to run my own pickup. I had an idea this morning. My daughter has this little deal. She's got a glow forge, and she blows off her dust and stuff with this. Well, I got to thinking, when I saw him using it the other day, why wouldn't that work to clean out the drill? I mean, not clean it out, but blow it to the holes. I'm trying to figure out how to turn it on now. There it is. Oh, it's like a little blow. Don't even know what it's called. We're going to try it. Air duster. Anyway, we're going to give it a whirl and see when we get down low on the drill if I can use it to blow stuff to the cups. Nothing on the radar at all, and it keeps wanting to drop big drops, so I don't know. Now it's kind of quit again. This ain't the dumbest thing we've ever done, fellas, but it might not be the brightest. There is nothing on the radar. You can probably hear it hitting the roof of my pickup. Should be able to plant about 42 acres on that drill, and Bob's at about 12 or 13, so we'll just keep moving across here and until the press wheels get mudded up, I guess. If we hadn't come over to drill, we wouldn't have got a bit of rain. You can see that's southwest. Look like a little shower coming that direction. Going in nice for a little bit here. Like I said, we just had about 42 acres left of cover crop that was left over, and thought, well, we'd try to,
from here it's showering pretty good.
Try to get this done, get rid of the seed. Well, in the southwest, it looks like it's showering pretty decent. If we hadn't come over to do this, it wouldn't have even sprinkled. I guess we run till we start throwing mud off the press wheels.
Tractor starts flipping.
Yeah. Another reason we put it here was that's pasture Bob has, and we thought, well, if the cover crop come up good and had good, real good cover, that we could kick some cows, put a hot wire on this 40 acres, 37 acres, I think, on this side of the creek. And then, you can put cattle on it, but I don't know. We may not get her in here, fellas. Whatever we've done the last 2 days has been wrong. From spreading fertilizer to now drilling cover crop. Bob said, well, we should have put the cover crop in yesterday. Well, that's hindsight, but I would agree with him. If we'd have just done this yesterday, and we'd have left the fertilizer alone, we got about 65 acres, I think, of fertilizer spread. Got another 100 probably to do. I'll see him in on him there. Yeah, that would be moisture falling. One thing about it, you don't have to worry about seeing for the dust. Well, I guess we called it. Bob said he had 22 acres, something like that in. And he said it actually wasn't too muddy in the no-till where he hadn't ran. He said when he come back across the ground he'd already drilled, it was pretty slimy. So, anyway, this is what it is. My drill looks a little muddy. We may let it sit out and let the rain wash it off. I think those boxes are pretty tight. I've never had them leak, but... Alright, fellas, that's the end of the excitement for that little project. Drilling in the rain. This thing's a lifesaver. Whoops. Dropped you. Running off the tanker, cleaning up the drill quick. Alright, fellas, the drill's washed off. Put back in the shed. I'm soaking wet, cold. Nice drizzle. I don't know how much rain we've got, but we've already got some water standing around. I'll check the rain gauge when I get in the house. I didn't get to use this fancy little deal. And as I stated, we got 22 acres drilled. Here's what it is.